where if you look at him, he's like, he kind of goes down, or he's trying desperately to get hands. Oh, I'm in agony, I'm in agony, I'm in agony. And then the ball goes in. I'm all right. It's amazing
What is going on, guys? Candace B here. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome to my new ones. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're doing lovely, exquisite, all that good stuff. Today I am back with an analysis video, a forecasting video, just preparing for the week ahead because we are in good spirits, okay? We're not gonna care about last week or the week before. We are just looking forward. That's all we can do as traders is look forward. Ow, I just hit my glasses. But yeah, I don't know how I see it. Positivity is key, and regardless of any mistakes or losses that you've experienced recently, there's always new opportunities. So I'm looking forward to this week of trading. The goal of this week for me personally is confidence, just building confidence, rebuilding it, keeping it there, and just, you know, doing what I have to do, following my trading plan, etc. So comment down below, let me know what your goal is for this trading week up ahead. I would love to hear. And while you're down there, you might as well subscribe to Yo Bro. Come on. You guys already knew I was gonna say that. Come on, like you knew. But that being said, let's not do this long talking that I always do. Let's just get right into the charts. Alrighty guys, so of course we are on GBP JPY, my favorite, my one and only pair that I trade currently. And please excuse the lighting, you know, in this video. I just ordered some new lights because my ring light broke. So yeah, hopefully that'll bring a bit more high quality to my videos. But yeah, so we are gonna just do a top-down analysis. I feel like I haven't done one in so long. What date is today? Oh my gosh. So by the time you guys are watching this, hopefully it's Sunday, but I'm filming this on the 24th, which is a Saturday. So we're pretty much at the end of the month. We have one more full week, and so I want to see kind of what the monthly is showing, which right now we're bearish. So this is pretty interesting. It looks like, you know, this is the current month, of course. It looks like last month, which was June, that little bottom wick there, well, it's not really little, it looks little, but when you measure it out, it's not. But that bottom wick there, it was filled. You know, we filled that wick, price had opened, pushed up a little bit during the start of July, and then plummeted down, and now currently it's pushing back up. But in that meantime, it filled that wick. So that's pretty interesting to see. I'm definitely curious to see if price will, you know, end up closing bearish as it looks right now, but you never know because we have one more full week ahead. So anything can happen in the markets, but it's really nice just to kind of get an overview and see what's going on, because of course when we look left, we see that price is at a resistance level, and you know, it hasn't been able to break above it. So to me personally, there might be a higher chance that we might be closing bearish at this point, but yeah, we'll see. So let's go down to the weekly. Let's see how quick I can make this video. Quick and efficient is the goal. Oops. So yes, we are on the weekly right now, and the weeklies, to me, it's not looking too pretty. I mean, previously we had this really nice higher low, higher high structure, and usually a typical, you know, higher low, higher high structure, like textbook as they would call it, would be like, oh, you know, price would make a higher high, then come back down to tap like the high of the previous area, basically looking like this. So it comes up, rejects, breaks through, comes back and basically taps this once resistance as a support now. But as you can see, that didn't really happen. Price pushed further down. So it's interesting to see that, you know, price did a further pullback, and it looks like now it's kind of doing its retracement. So that goes to show that, you know, the markets are not always going to be textbook, beautiful structure. You'll see the structure, yeah, but you're going to have to train your eyes to see it through kind of a more rigid kind of a look, if that makes sense. It won't be as perfect as one may think it is. So because last week closed with this, what is a doji? No, it's not a doji. I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't really know too many candlestick names. I just read them as it is. I guess you can call this some sort of pin bar or something, hammer. I don't know. There's so many names. But yeah, what I personally see is that price did attempt to push down, and it did break these previous lows, but price failed to sustain that, ending up closing back in this area. So this area here seems to be, you know, a high liquidity zone, you know, a high demand zone, I guess, if you will. So interesting to see that it bounced off of that area. And it closed back above here. It's not really saying much for me personally, other than the fact that, you know, it closed with a small body and a very long bottom wick. So we'll see if that is indication that we might be pushing up. Let's go down to the daily. So now when we go to the daily, we actually see lower high, lower low structure more recently. So that's pretty interesting. So maybe now, as we're down to a lower time frame, maybe now that we're down to a lower time frame where we see more detail, we can kind of get a better idea of what price may be wanting to do. You know, we can see that there's an area where previously price had tapped for a few days, quite a few days, and then it was finally able to break above. Price is currently kind of back in that area. So we'll see if it kind of does the same thing as it did here, where it kind of rallies up, consolidates, and pushes up, or if it might reject it. But for me, it would be nice to see a bearish candle close here, and then kind of that further momentum to the downside to carry on that lower high, lower low structure. That would be the best indication. Otherwise, you gotta just kind of wait and see if price is gonna break above. So at this point, for me, it can go either way. Yeah, you just kind of have to see. But obviously when you zoom out, you see that we are definitely in a bullish trend. So for me personally, my bias might be bullish to start, and then we'll see what happens. So let's go down to the H4. Yeah, H4 is not as clean looking as the higher time frame, the daily, I would say. A lot of things happening here. On my vlog channel, my second channel, go check that out. I just posted a kind of like a life update, but I did do a little bit of an analysis, and I showed where I kind of took a trade last Tuesday, and pretty much showing how my tight stop losses kind of cause a lot of losses, which is fine in the grand scheme of things if I continue to follow my plan, which obviously everyone should. So, you know, just letting the probabilities play out of your trading plan. So in this, what I basically was mentioning was that there was this inverted head and shoulders type of pattern. Price broke above and then it started rallying to the upside. I did not take this trade here, but I did enter a sell here previously, and it would, you know, desire for price to keep pushing down, but I had put my stop loss at break even, and then it stopped me out at break even. So yeah, now that we see that price is kind of rallying to the upside after this like kind of inverted head and shoulders pattern, I want to see if it's going to continue this momentum to the upside, whether that be a news event that causes that push up, or, you know, just let's say London Open or New York Open that will cause that momentum to push up. We will see, but right now, to be honest, for me, it does look very bullish. If price is able to break kind of these zones on the left side, then that definitely increases the chance that price is going to, you know, push up. So we will see. Let's go down to the H1. H1 pretty much shows more clarity in terms of direction. We definitely see that when we look left, the bearish structure is pretty much broken at this point. And for me, where it would have broken would be here. So once price hovered above this area, so once it broke this area and it continued above and it closed above this area, that's to me when price's structure, the bearish structure, was broken and is now invalid. So that's another confluence for me to keep in mind, that, you know, price may be having bullish intentions, at least, you know, for the short term. So that's very interesting to see. My alarm just went off on my phone. But yeah, and it's just interesting that, you know, dropping down to the 1 hour is where you see it more, whereas if you go to the daily, you know, you got to turn your eyes to see like, oh yeah, structure has been broken, but really it looks like we might be still going down if we're following this, you know, if we're following this structure here. So it is important. All time frames are definitely important to take into consideration, because, you know, each time frame brings its own importance, its own value. So we'll see if price is able to, you know, close above this area, maybe we might be seeing, and close bullish, then we might be able to see a further push up. I really like this structure, this channel here. I definitely would not be opposed to taking a long position if it's my trading time and if I see that confluence of price closing above. Has anybody used Fibonacci's? I'm very curious. Comment down below if you use Fibonacci's. I dabbled in them a couple of years ago, but it never stuck with me. But I don't know, like in this case, would you use a fib level? Like if you just draw it to the swing low to swing high, like, I don't know. Is this the way to draw it? Let me know, because am I even drawing it properly? Probably not. Probably not, but I mean, this bounced off the 38, 23. I don't know. I don't know how to use fib. I'm curious kind of to know about it, even though I'm opposed to indicators. I do like the fib and obviously the EMA, the EMAs. But yeah, so going down to the 30-minute, again, just kind of reinforcing what it showed on the hourly. This is pretty much as low as I would go to kind of get an entry, to get a sniper entry. And of course, in terms of what I'd be looking for is, a bullish close and then my stop loss just right underneath the zone. I like having a 20 pip stop loss and then 40 pip take profit. And then if momentum goes up, it'll be a pretty trade. But of course, there is the chance that price can completely plummet down, breaking these levels. If it does end up starting to break these levels to the left side, then I would keep that in mind. Just looking for any opportunity to enter a short on the way down, because once it kind of gets to this area, it's just free space, nothing is really happening here. So we will see. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's my breakdown. Just long story short, I'm waiting to see a bullish close, a candlestick close on the 1 hour, I would say, if not the 4 hour. I would love to see a bullish close on the 4 hour, because that to me would just increase, the chances that that its momentum or its desire is to push up. So hopefully if I get a bullish close, I'll look for longs, but if price does plummet, I will wait to see if it's able to successfully break and close below these kind of areas, and then I'd be looking for a short position. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Smash that like button. I hope it was quick enough and efficient enough. Yeah, don't look at my thumb. I hope it was quick and efficient enough and a little bit helpful. I appreciate you guys liking this video as always. And comment down below, let me know what pairs you're looking at for this week. Let me know if you use fibs as a confluence, all that good stuff. Talk to your girl, just talk to me. I always love to talk to you guys back, to converse. And last but not least, do not forget to subscribe so you know when I post another video. And in the meantime, feel free to check out any of my other videos on this channel and my other channel, Candace B TV, where I vlog. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. So that being said, I hope you all have a phenomenal, exponentially flourishing day, week, and life. Bye.